Hello, vinyl community. How are ya? I've been doing this series here, and I'm hoping that you guys ain't getting tired of it yet. Anyhow, my name's Bill Young, and this is the Michigan Record Club, and I like Psych. Should be like a sticker that says that. But
alright, let me put together my thoughts on how I approach this video. Because initially, you know, I was due to show some much appreciated, extremely generous VCLT from a couple members in the vinyl community, as well as other things. You know, I've been showing a lot of psychedelic, blues, rock, hard and heavy, 60s, early 70s stuff, you know, and I was going to deviate away from that in the effort of keeping things eclectic, because I have an eclectic taste, you know, as did my friend, who I'll get to here in a second, right? So, if you don't know, Bill Young has passed away. Bill was one of my longest friends in the vinyl community. Communicating with him before I ever made videos. We exchanged VCLT, good guy. We were supposed to meet up when he moved to the Carolinas, but that's going to have to wait till heaven. But without getting further into it, I guess the theme I'd chosen in my head, as you do when you make series like this, and I'm doing a 5 fresh finds, is, you know, it's going to do Carolina connections. You know, my buddy Bill is supposed to move to the Carolinas, various shops in the Carolinas, and yada, yada, yada. So, anyways, here it goes. This one is dedicated to my friend Bill Young. Rest in peace. So, what's on the turntable? I know for a fact my friend Bill was a big fan of Joan Jett and the Runaways. So, this is a Black Friday record store day from some time ago. Honestly, man, I'm a Shrinky guy, but this one might get busted loose from the Shrinky at some point, because this is just too cool of a gatefold to waste. But I know Bill was a fan.
to me, there's nothing sexier. I love all girl bands. The Runaways was one of my first favorite. It was the first concert I ever went to.
Okay.
And man, I just loved Joan Jett. I just loved her. Found out she was gay. I didn't care. I still loved her.
And that's good for you. God bless you.
I know. I knew I wasn't going to get her anyhow.
yeah.
Like,
As far as the 5 fresh finds, and I guess the Carolina connections, I guess this is like a triple or a quadruple entendre, if you were. This is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard live in Asheville 2019. So obviously connection, Asheville, North Carolina. This is the only concert I ever attended that I own in any form of pressing. So that's pretty cool. I was actually at the show. The other Carolina connections would be some time ago I was visiting old Steve Fever and Mikey Bananas up at Grown Man Record Night in High Point. Passing through Charlotte, I met up with Dave, the VC ambassador, at, man, now defunct, I always just refer to it as Tip Top Daily Market, because they had a record store within called Premium Sound, but it's all under the same umbrella. I don't know exactly what transpired, but Luke, good dude, I wish you the best in all your future endeavors. I don't know if he got bought out or left, or what the full details of it are, but he's no longer affiliated with Tip Top, and the Carolinas lost one of my favorite record shopping locations. So, but this is the last thing I bought there when I was hanging out with Dave, passing down a couple months ago, right? So this is pretty cool. I don't want to get too into it, but this was released right after the wake of, or this concert was in the wake of the Infest the Rat's Nest album, which is their kind of like thrash homage album. Stole the hype sticker from the shrink I couldn't keep, and then this is triple LP with a poster. Really cool packaging. really awesome stuff. They are all included with these nice cardboard square bound extra sleeves, polyline wax sleeves. All the art ties in conceptually, is really well designed, and this is really cool because it goes into like thrash, hard and heavy, until like electronic jazz fusion, psychedelia, into like full blown jam and psychedelic. So, and if you don't know, if I even alluded to it, I don't know how well my thoughts are here, getting into this video and thinking about my friend, and not only thinking about Bill, who I missed and was looking forward to meeting up with, but also I hate to see another friend hurting. So my condolences out to Steve, and I wish I could give you a hug, Bud, Steve Carlson, and also Bill's family. Prayers to everyone connected. But so if I didn't mention it, you know, I was going to deviate and show other things, punk and funk and etc. But you know, I'm going to keep this in the wheelhouse of fresh finds that Bill would appreciate. So this is more psychedelic, garage rock, proto-punk, etc. You know, blues rock, yada yada yada. So the next Carolina connection. You know, you're passing through Charlotte, you got to hit up Matthews, North Carolina. It's a straight shot down to my house in Greenville. So I got this sweet t-shirt. I would have bought this shirt even if it wasn't Noble Records. Awesome Intergalactic van. Your boy's a sucker for old cars and vans. And then so, in addition to catching up with Dylan and shooting the breeze briefly, I did some digging. You know, minding my P's and Q's here. Tip top, I saw that one box set. I was like, I'm stopping here. And I think I only got, you know, I got 2 out of Noble Records. This is one I've been looking for a while. This is the Peanut Butter Conspiracy. This is their second of 3 albums. I think their first 2 albums are the best, if you were to ask me, but all have value. Female-led vocal. Barbara... I'll insert. But so this is kind of makes imagine if you're not familiar with the band, this is psychedelic pop, a combination of almost like Mamas and Papas meets Jefferson Airplane, is how I'm going to vaguely describe it. But what's dope about this is, you know, I'm more of a stereo guy than a mono, so at some point in the future I might upgrade or make a lateral move. But this is a US first press mono promo. It's a Columbia 2i, and you can see right here, they didn't actually damage the jacket, but there's a little bit of residue where they removed the DJ strip. So on account of that little bit of damage, and this sticker, I want to say, is it from Charlotte? Oh, by the way, the days of this record being $5.99 is over. But one thing I do like is that this was at the nice price because the back sticker and this little sticker residue and this strip being missing, I was pleased with the price, and I've been meaning to check this off the want list for a while. So Peanut Butter Conspiracy. First showing psychedelic pop. And if you're not in the psychedelic wheelhouse, and you're not, you know, if you weren't part of the vinyl community 2 or 3 years ago when this was really hot, and maybe it's new to you, or you just never gave it a go, one way to go about it is comps. Now, this is the brown acid comp, this being the 5th trip. I think they're up to like 13, 14 now, I'm not quite sure. I've never bought one of these new. You know, like I say, I like the nice price. So, and I got a good collection and a lot of psychedelia in my collection. So I stumbled on these organically. So I want to say this is the 5th one I've acquired, all of which I found used, and you know, half the price is twice as nice. So, and this one seemed extremely appropriate, not because just, you know, I got this at Noble Records, another van with the tie-in, and if you don't know, Noble Records kind of has a little bit of a theme there with the yellow bus. So this is the yellow pressing. And this is all I acquired at Noble Records that day. But it got me to thinking about this little business. And I'm just showing a little bonus here in honor of our friend Bill and things that he liked. I know he's a fan of this album. So this is Randy Holden Population 2. He put his John Hancock on all of them. There's multiple color variants. And I want to say that Noble Records ended up doing more than one run. I think they had another exclusive colorway, or it might just be making that up. But this was Ridin' Easy Records, and the initial ones to tie into that yellow, another yellow pressing. So, post One and Done with Blue Cheer, Randy Holden dropped this album, which is a long time desire, and finally caught a proper pressing. But, you know, this I just showed, this is after the fact, not a 5 fresh find. And these 2 records I showed from Noble Records was a little while ago, but still fresh to my ears and fresh to the VC as far as this silly little themed running endeavor I have of 5 fresh finds. But it ties into this. So I got this in the mail. I was fortunate enough that, and I'm just going to show you that because there's no need to show you 3. If you don't know what a yellow record looks like by 2 in a row, then you don't need the 3rd. You won't figure it out. So Farm, this was a Illinois private press, highly coveted. I think this is a freaking ripper. I've wanted it for years. Hard to locate, even if you wanted to pay the exorbitant amount of money that the originals would cost. This is rad. My biggest complaint about it is that it's too short. I think it clocks in at like 28 minutes. So I've listened to it multiple times, and when I do, as soon as the B-side's over, I usually flip it over and listen to it twice, you know, twice over before I put it away. And then it's ended up on the turntable a couple times now. At times, it almost has like a little bit of a, almost like nitty gritty, bluesy, honky tonk vibes. I mean, this is pretty cool. You have congas, cymbals, mouth harp on here, organ and piano, drums and vocals, and yeah, I don't know too much about the band. There's a book in here to give you more information I haven't dove into yet, but this is very well done, very well packaged on the Gerson, the Gerson label. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't pronounce things either right, but
I have no idea.
get off my case.
But I figured I'd pull out another bonus here because the only other thing I've ever had from the Gerson label is this Irish Coffee 1970 Belgium hard and heavy jammer. This is a freaking awesome album, also done by the same people. I relocated the hype sticker. Read it if you're curious about more details. But yeah, this is a great album on that Gerson label, and just an extra little bonus in the same wheelhouse, but not technically a fresh find. This one is. I got this at ye old Cabin Floor Records here, you know, visiting Joe one of these days here in Greenville. You know, and I've been, now this is very appropriate for our buddy Bill, because, you know, Michigan Record Club, Michigan, you know, he knew his Michigan and Detroit rock.
Do you know anything about Michigan music?
I know Grand Funk. And,
Yeah. Anyhow,
Now, you might know in previous videos that I've been trying to acquire the early Stooges. This is a repress, totally content with it. This is a seminal album, their sophomore album, Funhouse. I always like this cover because just the way it's laid out, it kind of gives this cool appeal and effect. I always thought that this was I don't know why I always had such a attraction to this album cover. I just thought it was really neat and well done. This is a recent repress that has the traditional album repressed 1970, if I'm not mistaken. Their debut album being 1969. But it has a bonus album on this of outtakes. And it's not just like this, the songs don't just sound exactly the same. Like, for example, here, the original Funhouse is 7:46 runtime. The alternate take 2, is 9:14. They all have varied times and deliveries. And there's also the bonus of Lost in the Future on this second disc. So I would vouch for this if you don't have original. These aren't crazy expensive. So I'd say give this a go if you're trying to get more Stooges in your collection. And as for me, I'm down to the one I really need now is Raw Power. So, you know, I have a Record Store Day repress of sorts that I showed in a recent video. I don't even know if I have it within reach, because, you know, I've been known to go on a sidetrack quest. And yes, this one I showed some time ago. So this is my only, I guess, variation of Raw Power, this rare power I showed in a recent video. But so I'd still like to acquire Raw Power, and I'm sitting pretty on my Stooges for now. But the next thing here, man, this seems doubly appropriate because Chris Blues Guy vinyl.
great channel. Blues Guy Vinyl. This is my blues guy all the way.
Before Bill's passing, just for love and support and prayers, Chris, our friend up in Canada, started a thread for show 5 for Bill. And so, unfortunately, I'm doing this in honor of my friend. The prayers and the intent are still there, and yeah, I don't want to linger on loss, but nothing but love for Bill and love for Chris up in Canada. This is a blues rocker. This is not so much in the realm of psychedelia. This was one of those albums that was highly coveted for a while because it just has that private press vibes. It was hard to find, hard to acquire, expensive. I think there was a little bit too much hype behind it because the impossibility of acquisition, acquiring, achieving. It was hard to get. How about that? So this album was hard to get. And so because of that, and I might have to fact check that. I might have to get on the Googles. I don't know.
And of course, everybody knows that if you want the true facts, go to YouTube because everything there is true.
Yep. And Wikipedia helps.
And
too.
Wikipedia, yeah.
Yep.
But this one had too much hype behind it. I think if you like blues rock, this is pretty amazing. But people touted this as one of the greatest albums that ever was. I don't know if that's the case. I just think it's pretty cool. And it's on this fantasy label, much like the old CREEDENCE.
Oh, I gotta get some of these guys in here. CREEDENCE. Huh? CREEDENCE. This is Bayou Country with the original lineup. CREEDENCE.
Work. So Parish Hall, one and done if I'm not mistaken. Blues rocker, pretty legit album. There's represses of this now. 2020 this is. Got this used. And, oh yeah, Carolina Connections. What's the whole point of you come up with a theme and you hardly put it out there? I'm not a pro at this, but I got this at Yellow Dog Records in Wilmington, North Carolina, just before the accident. So is this a fresh find? Not so much, but I was removed from my records and listening, so not only is it new for me to be able to listen to now, but also I've never shown them the VC, so it's a fresh find for you. Next thing here, this one is a gem. This is Leafhound, grower of mushrooms, and you don't have to believe me. This is a good one.
Leafhound, Psych. This is trippy, good, in a good way. Not too heavy. Just it's a pretty good Psych album. I'd say it ranks up there with Gandalf and some of the other ones. 13th Floor Elevators. Not sure if I have more than one. No, I'll have this one. Cack. Oh, I won't go on. I won't start again.
Great album. Recent repress. Another one. I think the originals are pretty freaking expensive. Well themed with this green, which looks way darker in person. But this is a barely translucent but not transparent green wax. This one is a rocker, but still psychedelic. Really good album. Stoked to have it. I'm going to try to keep this one short. I snuck in some good stuff, but if you go too long, people might not click, and I don't care about views, but I want enough people to watch this that Bill gets the love and respect that he deserves, and his memory lives on, so to speak. And you know me, I'll nonchalantly tell you to do the YouTube stuff. I usually don't, ask to like or subscribe unless it's kind of like tongue-in-cheek. I do ask you leave a comment. I appreciate the engagement. If you knew Bill, leave a friendly thought. If you made a video in honor of Bill, let me know. I know I've watched and commented on a lot. But yeah, if you do me a favor on this go around and give me a thumbs up, I'd like the memory of Bill to live on, and I'll probably leave him with the closing thoughts. Bill's a good dude. I got to find a way to get crafty with editing. It's kind of out of my realm, but I'll see what I can muster up. Love you guys. Take care. Be well. Hug the people you love. Tell them how special they are. You never know when tomorrow isn't guaranteed.
Yeah, I know it's going to be great, and I know I'm going to love it. I love everything. Thank you so much, Eric. You are a gentleman's gentleman. And with that being said, thank you everybody for stopping in here at the Michigan Record Club, and I hope to see you real soon with another Vinyl Finds or something of the such. So thank you, and thank you, Eric, and we will see you all soon. Bye-bye.